Hello, everybody. Average Joe here, and we are back in Star Trek Online. We continue with the adventures of a Seka Sharuk Klingon warrior. I originally was going to go here to get to spin some latinum and see what kind of goodies I can buy that only can be gotten through the gold press latinum.
Welcome to Drozana. You're cleared for docking.
But now we have a quest here. Not sure what we should start, but intelligence shows that Balan is the Ferengi to talk to if you're looking for information. He's a bartender. We should go look for him. Oh. Okay. Let's do a quest, and then we'll do the quest and then do our shopping. But I still want to find the vendor so I can know where to look. My, aren't you a tall one? Huh.
Get your Comet cocktails! 4.7% discount for the next 3 minutes.
Psst. Alright, we gotta talk to Balan anyway.
Welcome to Drozana Station, the home of the finest libations and pleasures this side of Rex. Care to hear about today's specials?
Maybe.
Have you tried the Comet cocktail? It's out of this world.
I'm looking for someone.
Aren't we all? Me? I want a leggy Vulcan with a liberal attitude toward interspecies relations. So, are you looking for someone in particular, or just some company?
Her name is Zamara. Do you know her?
Oh yeah, I know Samara. Maybe she's been here recently, and maybe she hasn't. My memory is kind of hazy.
None of these are particularly Klingon, so let's do it the Ferengi way. Just because. Perhaps we could come to some sort of arrangement.
Yeah, I'm sure we can. In fact, I feel my memory clearing up already.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I know you Empire types don't think throwing around large sums of latinum is honorable. But what you do have are skills and a willingness to get your hands dirty. That's what I need right now. Our replicators are on the fritz. Maybe it's a whole power system because the lights are going wonky too. But a little blue mood lighting isn't as big a problem for me as unfilled drink orders. Go to the cargo bay and get my replicators working. By the time you're done, I'm sure I will have remembered where I last saw Zamara.
Twerp. But we should be able to do what the little monster wants. I think. Oh, maybe that's what this is for? Oh no. We went the wrong direction. We want this door. Run diagnostics. Action unavailable. Replicators are offline due to diminished function of electroplasmatic plasma distribution network. 30% drop in power. 30% drop in power. Report on deck 1. Replicators are offline until power fluctuations are repaired. What is the cause of loss of power on deck 1? Unknown. What must be done to restore power? Power must be rerouted through systems to relieve strain on EPS conduits. Following systems: holosuites, gravity control, replicators, environmental controls defensive grid. 6 connections are required to stabilize the power grid. Captain, the biggest problem you're going to have repairing anything on that station is the age of the system and the general lack of maintenance. Drozana was built in the mid-23rd century, and many of the systems of the station haven't had a major update in more than a century. You're dealing with an EPS system that just can't handle the strain of running modern equipment like the replicators. I did some digging in our database and found a log written by a member of House Duras. Oh, really? Responsible for maintaining the station in the 24th century, early 24th century. The log says that you need to regulate the power flow by routing it through various subsystems. It's almost like you're using those systems as ancient circuit breakers. What do you suggest? First thing you should try is to scan some of the damaged systems and power couplings in the cargo bay. You should learn more about how to realign the relays. Okay, we scan more stuff here. When you find a snarl of wires and cables that look like they have been chewed on by voles, you realize that not every system may need to be used to make a successful reroute. Some systems may need more than one connection. Well, that's kind of obvious. The Ferengi operating drozana station have made replicator functions their top priority. The replicators are now tied to every available system, including life system support. Start with the connections. That's not good, or the connection will fail. I see another glowy glow. The holosuites are a separate environmental control, so that they can be finely tuned to temperature conditions appropriate for various scenarios and are running at any given time. The environmental controls cannot connect to the holosuites. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing. Balan has found a way to keep the station's ancient bar coolers working by connecting the cooling systems to the replicators. Unless the connection is maintained, all the refrigeration units will go offline. Refrigeration must have a connection to the environmental controls. What am I doing right? Am I doing this right? Oh, okay, so I'm supposed to do 8 more relays. There is a shunt that is slowly diverting energy from the station's power cord to the holo emitters installed in some of the lower levels of the station. You will need to compensate for that energy drain to restore the replication functions. Okay. No longer need to scan it again. The Klingon who ran the station in the early 24th century made significant improvements to the station's shields and added turret lasers weapons. While it made the station more defensible, it also increased the amount of energy needed to keep the station's defense grid operational. The 4th connection must be to the defense grid. Okay. Sound advice. 2 more connections to be made. Well, what is this? Can you scan burned out couplings? The EPS relays on the station are a maze of shunts and relays, with patches going between unrelated systems and even to power cells that are being used to boost flow to the critical areas. 6 connections are required to stabilize the power. Gravity controls. It looks like someone used an outdated power coupling to connect the gravity controls to the main power feeds. It must have been an emergency fix, but it's been here so long that the coupling is fused and cannot be removed. The gravity control can connect to the environmental controls and the defensive grid, but not the replicators. What did I do? Do I do something here? First power transfer was successful. Oh, okay, so we now need to know somewhat of what we're doing. Second power was successful. Whoa, hold on a minute. Can't attack them this time. So we did the holosuites, we need to get gravity control. What else did we need? I forget. Environmental. Okay, so there we go. Defensive grid, which is this guy. No, that's not it. That's this guy way over here. No, that one's already been made. Come on, lag, stop fighting me. So we need to go to the holosuites first. Okay, we need to start from here. EPS failure. Talk on it. Time for trial by error. Okay, so it's replicators first. Then environmental, I think. Alright. So I think it's the defense grid next. Wait, no, I did that before. So let's try holosuites and then that. Oh, poopy. First connection. Second connection. Third's gravity. Then defensive grid, maybe? Fourth, and now for the holo suites. Okay. What? Oh, okay. So we're doing this backwards? Because we got these. Maybe it's the replicators next, and then the holosuites. Because this, then that, and then that, and then that. I think. Okay. That's what I thought. Because this is the first. Second. Third. Fourth. But where's the fifth? The last time I did this away, I failed it. See? Fail powered. I went to first, went to second. I don't know what to do after this. Maybe I go back to environmental? Or maybe this shunt has anything to do with it. No. Fifth. Okay. There we go. So it was the back and forth. Okay. That's a little weird, but I won't argue with success. My Rick, what do you sell? So, consumables. Becca? Whoa, hang on. Okay, you sell uniforms. I don't want any part of that. At least not yet. You sell blasters as well. Okay. And I don't know how to make globy crystals except for spending real money.
Get your Comet cocktails! 4.7% discount for the next 3 minutes. Welcome to Drozana Station. Have you tried the Comet cocktail? It's out of this world.
What's wrong with the lights?
How should I know? I'm a bartender, not an engineer. The lights started going crazy a few days ago, which was terrible timing. We're getting more business than normal because of the comet, and the last thing I need is a critical systems failure. The 193rd rule of acquisition says that trouble comes in threes. The lights, the replicators, what's next?
I don't think, yeah, that's one you made up, buddy.
Good deals and good times. You'll find it all on Drozana Station.
Your replicators are working now.
They are, and I am exceedingly pleased by your generous offer to repair them for no compensation. I can't let you go away empty-handed, though. How about I give you a 15% discount on drinks and souvenirs for an amount of time to be determined by management?
We had a deal, you little, Haktiva. The replicators for information on Zamara.
Fine. A deal's a deal, right? Never let it be said that I'll cheat a valued customer like yourself. Personally, I don't know why you're so interested in her. She's a looker, but just try talking to her. She's more paranoid than an Obsidian Order agent in a room full of Tal Shiar. Zamara usually hangs out near the Dabo tables. Keep an eye out for a looker wearing purple. You can't miss her.
Okay. You little twerp. The Dabo table's this away. I know, because we had a mission that led us to this. What in the smeck are you? Oh, oh my gosh. The Gordon pink. Oh my gosh. No. No, 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 no. Alright. Well, this is the Dabo table. Where is... Alright, nervous Ferengi. Maybe you know something.
Can't you see I'm busy losing all my latinum?
Watch your tone, Ferengi.
Can't you see I...
Guess you're not the one.
Oh, your luck has to change sometime.
There you are, Zamara.
Be careful. They're watching.
Who's watching?
Davo! I'm not in the mood for a chat right now, thanks.
Then who?
Shh. Keep your voice down. I'm being watched. I've seen too many familiar faces in the crowd, and there are shadows, watchers in the dark. I see them out of the corner of my eye when they think I'm not looking, but I'm always looking. When the lights change, there they are. Watchers,
Okay.
they're everywhere.
What can I do to help you?
Find out who is watching me. I'm not safe here. Starfleet intelligence is looking for me. They know someone has been feeding intelligence to the Empire. The ghosts are watching. Their eyes are hungry. Yesterday, they surrounded a drunken Nausicaan. Now, he's dead. They will find me when the blue light shines, and then I'll disappear.
Emitters are pretty snazzy.
I know what the ghosts are.
How could you know that? You may think you know. You may even have readings in your tricorder that you think are right, but you don't know. How could you know? I'm here every day. They watch me, and I watch them.
I can take you somewhere safe.
No, they're everywhere. They're watching. You've been here too long. Someone will notice that we're together. Go do something else. Play Dabo. I'll contact you when I'm ready.
What's the
When
harm
it's
in a
safe.
little friendly wager?
Okay. I want to play Dabo. Oh, there we go.
Spin the wheel and win.
Let's pick some random numbers. This is such a weird game. It's like roulette.
Davo!
What was,
Close enough. I couldn't wait for you to get that lucky. We would have been here all night.
if you say so.
Psst. Zamara wants me to give you a message. She wants you to know, if you're interested in finding out what's really going on here at Drozana Station, you need to check out the lower levels. I have an access code for you that will get you past the security doors. If you want to talk with her again, I suggest you collect your winnings and catch her before she leaves.
Okay. Now, that was kind of the information I wanted. For one game of Dabo, huh? And that silly pink Gorn. Is this the door I need? It's an elevator, but I don't see no thingy here. Oh, Zamara's out there. Back where she's supposed to be.
I'm not in the mood for a chat right now, thanks.
Are you ready to talk now?
You don't need to worry about me. I'm going to leave this place to the ghosts. They seem to belong here more than we do. I've booked passage on a ship. You don't need to know which one. Just tell Command he'll keep getting his intel, one way or another. Good luck. You're going to need it.
Okay. Captain, there were Davidians in the Denatu system. Now you found evidence of them again on the drozana station. Obviously, they're using the neutral zone as some sort of hunting ground. We can't allow these creatures to feed on warriors of the Empire. I have requested sensor data from the ships closest to the comet's current location for analysis. But that is only half of our problem. If properties of the comet are somehow easing the Davarians' entry into the area of space, we need weapons capable of destroying them. Recommendations? The closest research lab is on Ganalda Station. I recommend that we consult with the team there. Okay. Off to Ganalda Station then. And leave the crazy lady alone.
Welcome to Drozana. Your
Shut up, you little twerp. We're out of here. Excuse me while I phase through you. Alright. Welcome to Ganalda Station. Can't do that from here. Have to go around.
You need something?
I found evidence of Davidians in the neutral zone.
I know. Kamen has been keeping me informed. I have an item that might help. It's a prototype weapon that was found on the USS DeWitt. I will need to make some modifications to make it useful against Davidians, but that's nothing I can't handle. The weapon is called a synchronic distortion prototype rifle. If my changes work, the weapon's secondary effect will be devastating against phase-shifted Davidians. I'll send the finished weapon on to Kamen when I'm done. Fight well. The Davidians have no honor, and they think of nothing but their own hunger. You have a mighty battle ahead of you.
Do I now? Okay. So what's all that's left is a message from the ship. Do I beam back? I guess I beam back.
Zamara has always had an excessive imagination. Flighty, as the humans might say. Still, if she is safe and willing to continue to work for the Empire, you've done well. I am more concerned about these ghosts she mentioned. You already found evidence of Davidians in the neutral zone. They could be at Drozana Station as well. According to Zamara, one Klingon has already died. No more will fall on my watch. Belair sent me a weapon that might be of use to you. Use it well.
You got it. Oh, it gave it to me anyway. And the other two things are not really nearly as worthwhile, so we'll switch weapons temporarily.
We do is for the Empire. It's clear that the Davidians are more of a problem than we initially thought. We know they're in the neutral zone. Now we know they're on Drozana Station as well. And according to Zamara, there have already been deaths there. In addition, she indicated that the lower levels of the station were a trouble spot. those levels aren't used as part of the club there, and they haven't been maintained for years. And the Ferengi are, of course, quite reticent to put any effort into any maintenance that isn't absolutely necessary. That means we don't really know what's down there. I want you to take a lift down and find out. I have access to Starfleet records of encounters with Davidians that have indicated that they will create nests around the temporal portals they use. So keep an eye out for anomalies. If we find the portal, we'll know where and when the Davidians are feeding.
Okay.
Everything we do is for...
Well, I guess it's back to Drozana Station. Now, if I can speech it right. Haha. I am reading temporal fluctuations and triolic energy in these levels of the stations. Stay down here too long could be hazardous. The interference may make it difficult to contact the ship for use for transporters if we need to abandon. We need to leave. This level's primary contains power junctions and EPS conduits for the room above us. We need to reach the maintenance lift and take that down to the computer core. Okay, what's this? Flashlights? Oh, cool. Box of emergency supplies isn't just lying around. Balan probably bartered with a Nausicaan pirate for this. I recognize these flashlight drones, hands-free hover systems, and programmed to shift in response to your movements. Not the most reliable design, though. Oh, this is going to get scary real fast. Triolic waves. There must be Davidians here. I expect that we'll see more as we approach the area with the greatest concentration of triolic energy. I'm also picking up some indeterminate readings from behind the door to our left. However, the interference from the triolic waves are making it hard to get an accurate scan at distance. Ferengi, huh? The Ferengi suffered from triolic radiation poisoning. It seems that he's been here for a while, sir. Even if the Davidian couldn't use his neural energy, it's still dangerous to be too close to the nest. The temporal flux is affecting the transporters. Once we get out of here, we can notify the station security and let them deal with the body. Why are these weird... Oh, hey, there's something to fiddle with over here. Weird spider-like things here. It appears that the maintenance levels are suffering from indeterminate power problems. The EPS conduits are probably overloaded due to the temporal fluxes. This situation is pretty old, sir, and many of these components are more than a century old. I'm seeing triolic surges near the maintenance lift and across multiple levels, but nothing that can be consistently tracked. Okay, well, let's press on. Okay, well, maybe we need to go this way. It says, no, we can't go that way. I have to try to go towards that arrow, but this place has a Five Nights at Freddy's feel to it. Oh, hello, what's this? The door is stuck. We'll have to find another way around. One side of the maintenance What the? Spiders? Okay, well I couldn't finish reading that. Just what we needed. Spiders. Hi. None of that. Excuse me while I scan this little thingamajigger. I don't think they want me here. I screwed that one up. You dropped the ceiling on me, you little turdlet. Hi. Where are you going, little buddy? Little hatchling spiders, come on. Give me a tougher opponent. What's over here, though? I want to know. Nothing important? Is this a little roundy round? Yeah, it's just a little roundy round. Okay. Down further into the depths of this place we go. Hi, guys. Use the proton rifle. A little hard to do that in battle, my friend. The Davidians are definitely getting more aggressive. They could have a lair somewhere in the lower levels. If we don't, they'll be increasingly more violent as we approach. This synchronic proton rifle should have a significant effect against the Davidians. The beam's mode will be especially effective against the Davidians as they are phase shifted. In other words, use the gun. I heard that loud and clear. It's a good thing I now have the gun. It's just, I'm a little bit disappointed that I have to take a specific weapon to do this, but eh. Locking mechanism on the door. Someone's put the lift on emergency lockdown. We have to override this and lockdown code to access it. That should do it, but I don't understand why someone would lock down the lift in the first place. We need to be wary. There may be a saboteur at work here. Maybe. This isn't the computer core level. It appears the lift is stuck. We're somewhere in the maintenance level for the environmental controls and waste recycling. Good, the sewers, just what we wanted. We need to track down the damaged junction on the floor and repair or bypass them before we can take the lift to the computer core. And I see more creatures to kill. Oh, door opening. Spiders! Yeah. That didn't sound fun. The door, we're locked in. Methinks somebody's here to say hello. This looks like a boss battle room.
Log entry supplemental. The strange power fluctuations are related to the problems in the power subsystems on the upper decks. So I'm looking into the possibility of feedback damage or spikes in the environmental systems. It could take some time to find the problem and make repairs, though. Particularly if I need to use the replicators to create replacement components. Balan is loath to allow use of the replicators for anything more than blood wine and Gramillion sand peas. This is dirty, uncomfortable, and thoroughly disagreeable work. Naturally, as soon as the job involves mucking around in the recycled atmosphere and waste processing, I get the short straw.
No doubt. Okay. Hi, guys. Don't like that, do you guys? They drop nice items, though. Well, cheap items. Still. They don't want me repairing these things. Hi, guys. Hi. None of that. Down you go, Indian. Umbral. Psst. I don't think they like me very much. I wonder why. Who are you, lady? The voice is coming from the communications console on the wall. No duh, Chagrin. Let's go there and find out, shall we?
Hello? Is someone there?
Who is this?
Please, you have to help me. I came down here to check on one of the atmosphere regulators, and someone shot me.
Who shot you?
I'm not sure. I didn't get a good look. He was so fast. Please, you have to find a way to open this door and get me out of here.
I'm activating the manual override. Try to reach the release lever.
Oh, Prophet, no. He's back. No. Ah!
Okay, that's weird. Multiple phaser burns and contusions. This woman has been murdered. The wounds are still warm. She was just killed a few seconds ago. Yeah, I could see that, Thrak. We heard that on the intercom. The room has no other entrances or exits, and the transporter disruptions would prevent anyone from beaming in or out. Whoever did this was somehow able to sneak into the room and kill this woman without ever us seeing any suspicious. Yeah, that means that they're probably still here, you dork. The Davidians probably aren't going to like that we're here either. Oh, hi, Spider. What's this?
Log entry supplemental. I've upgraded a few of the components on this level, including remote overrides for bleed valves on environment controls, hollow emitters to expedite further repairs, and security overrides in case of emergency. I'm starting to suspect that the low-level radiation I've detected on these decks has affected the station inhabitants, and that some are showing signs of transient acute schizophrenia and paranoia. I'll have to maintain contact silence for now, so that they don't interfere while I'm trying to repair the systems. Once I've corrected the problems causing the radiation leaks, we can deal with the symptoms.
The sickness? Symptoms.
Log entry supplemental. My work here will take far longer than I originally anticipated. Fortunately, I've engaged a safety interlock on the maintenance lift, so no one will come down here without me knowing about it. I found several program errors that have purged the affected subroutines. The work is much easier now. Soon, everything will be under control.
You don't sound like you're under control there, little buddy. Okay.
Barneykin, I see you. Barneykin, what will you do?
Ooh, the fudgesicles? Ooh, you've gone completely batty. Gillen. You're not who I expected to see. Ow. He just vanished. And you just knocked out all of my people. What the smack? Rack, get back up. You also neutralized my weaponry. Okay.
Barneykin, dress all in red. Barneykin, suit your dead.
Okay. You have completely gone batty. Have some friends. Come on, guys, wake up.
Personal shield losing power.
Malfunctioning hologram. No wonder. The trial-like waves would have degraded his program and caused instabilities. And the Davidians didn't bother it, because it had no neurological energy for them to feed upon. Sir, it looks like the encryption key for the door might correspond to the subroutine embedded in the hologram mobile emitter. We should be able to use it to open the door. The mobile emitter are still rare outside of Starfleet and the KDF. The staff here must have spent quite a lot of latinum to obtain one. If you ask me, Belen might sell more than drinks in Dabo. It'd be best if someone like Kamen keeps an eye on him. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Mr. Bobbykin there kind of was a little bit out of sorts and gone completely nutso. And we got ourselves a lot of little bitty stuff to take with us. Maintenance report.
The strange power fluctuations are related to the problems in the power subsystems on the upper decks. So I'm looking into the possibility of feedback damage or spikes in the environmental systems.
I think we already read that. So I guess we get to get out of this little hellhole now? That's it. We made it to the computer core level. On this station, the core itself is down a long ramp area. Past some regulator rooms. We should head there as quickly as possible. Yeah, I think we should. Another locked door. Thrak, you're great at stating the obvious. This one doesn't have any special codes. We should be able to open it with a secondary security conduit just down the hallway. Yes, but what other fun little things is going to be in store for us? Always with you, the up.
Enemy targets on sensor.
Oh, they really don't like that. You want to do that, do you? I can do that too. Tickle, tickle, I got a gun that you don't like. No more? Aww. I think we already got the code, so we need to go descend into the core. So we need to go lower. What? What was that? It said do something, but it flashed for a second. It's a good idea. Let's pet our tribbles. Okay. Need to go follow the way down some more. Holy shnikey. Whoa. Whoa. They didn't attack, though. That was weird. But that was an awful lot of them. But that's what's waiting for us in the nest. This may take a few lives. If I recall the details of this sort of station correctly, sir, the computer core usually has some intrusion countermeasure defenses to prevent enemies from stealing or sabotaging critical computer elements. Perhaps with your tactical training you could reactivate those defenses against the... Good! We'll be able to set up some turrets. essentially. Excuse me. I'm gonna set up some turret defenses. Ha 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 ha. Excuse me while I get some deuterium. Dematerialize into nothingness, you little creatures. No, we want to go back down. There's a pathway down there, I think, that I missed. Yeah. Wait, what? No, it says go that way. Error, it's probably down. I'm being an idiot. Don't mind me. This appears to be the regulator room for the computer core systems. The Davidians are probably leeching power from the station to keep their gate active. We could use the console to set a power spike that could trigger near the computer core, which might disrupt the Davidians in their gate. Oh, okay. Well, let's go down. Wait, is there? Oh, yes, there's a thingy here. Well, that did a thing. I don't know what it did, but it did a thing. Descend further into the depths of hell. This looks like the control station for the lower levels of the station. We could set up a field system here so that we can activate them in the computer core area to counteract the phase ability. That would push them out of sync with our universe. That's a good idea. I don't think they're gonna like me when I do this, though. Apparently we get some face spiders.
Enemy combatant in close proximity.
That did the trick. Let's not get stuck on some junk, shall we? I think they're trying to head me off at the pass here. Not gonna work.
Enemy target uncensored.
Hi, stop lifting my people off the ground like you did me earlier. Well, there's a full-on phantasm here.
Enemy combatant in close proximity.
And an indeed the boss battle, and I didn't know it. Diggle, 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 diggle. Why do you just sort of sit there? Wow, that really did very little against you. I see what they mean about the phasing ability. The Davidian's time portal heads back to the 23rd century. We cannot safely use it, but we need to find a way to destroy it so that the Davidians cannot alter the history any further. Once we get readings of on the portal, we should take them back to Glinda Station. The analysis there might be able to get us a better reading than we can get with our questionable tricorders. Okay then. Fun. Shouldn't we have done this? Oh. There's the portal. Distortion from the portal is intense here, and difficult to process all the information. We should at least be able to compensate enough to use transporters again. Our scanners do not have the processing power to make sense of this data. We need to take it back to Glinda Station for analysis. Bye-bye now.
Whee!
Nothing like sounding like an old witch to make things fun while you're traversing the universe. Welcome back to Glinda Station. Let's go bring our reports to the lovely lady who gave us this weapon that we hopefully don't have to need anymore. Speaking of, let's put our gun back in our holster, shall we? Where is our gun? There you are. Good. And our secondary fire is back where it belongs. What? Where? Oh, she's over here now. Huh? Oh, there we go. Analyze that, will you please? Temporal fluctuations based on triolic phase shifting technology. Approximate date incursion DIS 2093, Federation 2265. Fluctuation tied to presence of entangled triolic generating matter. Source unknown. Rate of triolic energy incursion increasing. Portal accessible during resonance peak through application of phased energy discharge, phaser, disruptor, or energy projectile. So let's go back to the ship. So let's go back to the ship.
Now that we know the approximate time of the Davidian infiltration of the past, I see no other option than to send a team there to engage them directly. I will need to make many preparations. Prepare your crew for battle, and wait for my signal.
Alright.
Everything we do is for the Empire. The Davidians must have found some way to generate a portal at the station, so that they can feed on the humans in the past. While the humans are no friends of ours, a shift in the balance of power in that sector of space could have drastic repercussions. There is no telling if it would be positive for the Empire, or not. We cannot take chances. You must head through the Davidian portal into the past and find out how they are creating the temporal fluctuations. Fortunately, the Federation in the 23rd century will never recognize a Klingon from our time, so you may be able to pass unnoticed. Oh, and just in case, don't kill anyone. We wouldn't want to accidentally change the course of history. Keep your team small, for similar reasons.
Aw, that's not fair.
Everything we do is for the Empire.
Okay, well, back to Drozana Station. Time travel. Makes my head spin even just thinking about it. Meh.